Yes, yeah, we're live. Okay, how are you all doing today? Again, it's a rainy day here in Buenos Aires, so I hope the weekend will get better. Um, well, I will start by remembering today at the afternoon, we'll have an event in our offices, and Starnet, we call it Starnet Fundamentals. That will be like four talks that many of us will be giving about the work that we've been doing in Starnet, Starnet Stack, VM, Starnet and Rust, and the prover. Uh, I think I yesterday I told the details, but okay, we were preparing that. I was preparing that. I've been talking with the people from the community working on that. So that's my update, I think. Uh, I also set up a meeting with people from Charlotte for next week to talk a little bit about next steps on starting Rust to tell them where are we going. So next week I'll have a meeting with them. And that's it. That's it for me. Maybe Bono, you want to continue?
Sure. Yes. Yesterday in Starling in Rust, we almost finished implementing the an RPC reader that returns Starnet API types, and with that we can integrate it into Blockifier to continue debugging further the fee estimation issues. So we are working on that, and we hope to have it pretty soon.
Yeah. Record a small video uh,
Okay.
when that's time to share, please.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Esteban, Ignacio.
Yeah. On my side of the Starnext stack, I don't have much to report. I'm still working on the first. I'm trying to get the first easy test in Starnext and Rust that will run with Cairo Native. I'm still at the middle of it, so not much to report.
Yeah, from my side, we published the PRs that update Cairo Native. We tested them; it seems to be working fine. So should be merged today after a review is in place. And then other than that, I've been working on like there's also the Explorer fix that we are like was merged on the Explorer side that we need to bring to our version of the Explorer, which I'm probably going to do today. It should be simple. Uh, but yeah, the other
Okay,
thing is that
we need that for the demo this afternoon, right?
yeah. I mean, everything's working fine right now, but it will make the demo more robust. I mean, it will make everything more robust in general, but it's working fine right now. And also, Tim, the user who created the issue, told me that everything's working fine on his side as well. So it seemed to be like this race condition or corner case, but the fix from the Explorer will make it more robust anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah,
about that we speak with Fran about that, and he said that it's an easy thing to do, so he will be.
yeah, it's already merged actually.
Ah,
The
okay,
fix.
great.
Yeah. But we need to bring it to our branch, that like the branch that we use on the Starnext stack. Um, and the other thing related to Tim, the user from the issue, he wrote to me in Telegram and he asked me if we had any plans to create to make it one proof per block that involves all the transactions in Starnet stack. And for that, we already discussed this like a couple of weeks back, but it's worth mentioning again that we can't currently. I mean, that's in the plans for sure, but we can't currently do that because of like we don't have recursive proofs working, and we don't have like we could do it with os.cairo, but I think we would need more built-ins in the brewer for that. So yeah, I wanted to mention that publicly
Yeah,
since
there are
he asked me.
two different approaches, I think, to address that. One is running the os.cairo, and one is doing it by ourselves.
Yeah,
We believe that what is happening right now on mainnet is everything is running on os.cairo. So everything ends up running in a Cairo 0 uh, program.
yeah,
Uh, we will be addressing this in the next weeks. I think it's the next big thing to do.
yeah,
One of the next big things to do.
yeah. And
Um,
the last update from my side is that I've also been working on like getting Starling and Rust into Starnet Stack. I didn't make much progress, but I did work on it. Yeah,
okay.
should be ready next week.
Yesterday also someone asked on one of the Telegram groups. I believe that after Aki or Bono sent their updates about the state of the Cairo native integration. And I told him, I think it's him, I told him uh, that's been that's in progress right now. But if he plan to use Cairo native directly, he can check what we did from Stack directly. So um, let's keep an eye on that Telegram group in case someone asks for some about using Cairo native directly. I mentioned you, Aki, I think, yesterday night.
I didn't see that. I'll check the channel.
Okay. Which I don't remember the channel. Okay. Well, thanks, amigo. Peter, you want to continue? Or thank Peter.
Yes, okay, I'll continue. Well, yesterday we merged a fix in the deep mode hint that the faster team reported. We already have a pull request open from fixing another hint, the split thread. There weren't big issues, but we have like in some numbers, big numbers it broke, so we need to add some asserts and that kind of stuff. But it's already working. So we prioritize those two bugs. And one lastly, we already have finished the Cairo Pi the Cairo Pi pull request, so it's ready for review. We are checking it. I hope today, Monday, will be merged. Everything goes good. Well, we'll continue working with the Cairo One programs to be able to run it, and with the Lambda Works felt. And well, aside from that, I hope these days, I don't know if today or tomorrow, we will can merge the tracer that a contributor from the community made. So we are hoping to merge it. We have some problems with the CIs that it's taking too long, like 2 hours. So we don't want to merge it. But when we solve that thing, we will be ready to go.
Okay, great, thanks. Aki?
Sure. I just saw the message from Andrew Kirillov, so I'll answer in Telegram chat afterwards. So in Cairo Native, we have two things going on. One is, I'll go with the good news first. We're finishing up a PR, which I consider drastically improves API. As soon as we have that done, I'll have a chat with Ignacio and Bono to let them know what the updates are. So we have new types, new abstractions, and it's looking much nicer. The next step for that is the improvement of what we talked yesterday, which is on that basis, improve the input and output story. And once we have the input and output story improved, then we'll go straight to trying to implement the Starknet stack the Starknet trait for Starknet in Rust. So that's the good news. The other news is we're still working on a bunch of bugs that came up when we brought back all the tests. Some of the bugs are old. Some of the bugs are seemingly new. One of them is there's a specific case of conversion between booleans and felts, and it turns out that the reason it was failing now is not because of the tests that were brought back, but because there's a bug in MLAR, specifically in a conversion from MLAR to LLVM, which then gets converted to native. So what we're doing now is we're seeing if whether we can pinpoint a version of LLVM that will not have that bug, or see how if we can work around it. And in the meantime, working on all the other bugs to see if we can root cause them.
Okay. By old bug, do you mean something that has been there for a long time, or something that we once solved and now is back?
No. So I would say that most of these bugs, there are 4 to be specific. I think some of them may have come up as part of the refactor, and others were surfaced as part of the refactor, but probably they weren't there before because they are old tests that were passing and are now not passing.
Okay. Well, that's why we have tests.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted them back.
Great. Well, Diego?
Hi. Yeah, we are currently looking at all the applications we got for the Sparking Water Bootcamp. We have like 69 people. It's from very different places, backgrounds. Some people we've seen in other events. And now we are also working on all the learning path and issues to work on Lambda works. So there will be a lot of work these weeks, especially on this front. And well, in a couple of hours, we will also be releasing one post explaining how to implement the Fry protocol from scratch. And we will also have some posts on the sumcheck protocol and inner product arguments. So yeah, these weeks people will see a lot of work in our blog also. So that's the update on our side. And well, next week all the team will be back. So then we will continue with the Stark Platinum Prover, doing some refactors and benchmarks.
Okay, great, thanks. Also, we are also we're not only doing the internship, that sparkling water internship on the prover, but we're also looking for people to work on Cairo. So if anyone is interested in working on Cairo, or if any of you know someone that is interested of working on Cairo, let us know. Let me know.
Yeah, there is still time to apply. Don't wait for the last minute. If you want to join, the link is in Lambda Works and in other channels. So yeah, don't miss.
Well, as a reminder for us, on Monday is National Day in Argentina, so I don't think we will be doing this meeting on Monday. So see you on Tuesday, I think. Anyone has anything else to say? Okay, well, have a nice day and a nice weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Everyone.